Today we're reviewing one of my go-to lenses, the Tamron 28-75mm F2.8 for Sony mirrorless bodies. Stay tuned as we break down everything important and see if it's right for you. Alright, so we're going to review the Tamron 28-75 F2.8, and this lens is getting a lot of attention lately, and for good reasons. Let's break down a lot of the things that people are really seeing about it and what Tamron's done to really put this thing on the map. So jumping right into build quality, when you pick this thing up for the first time, it just feels good. It feels solid, it's got a bit of weight to it. It was designed in Japan, as you can see on the side, but it was actually made in China. And in this case, it's not a bad thing, because you can tell a lot of quality went into this lens. It is made from a plastic or composite material. It's got some nice grippy rubber zoom and focus rings. And you will notice the absence of a manual focus button, or any button for that matter. The lens does have Tamron's proprietary broadband anti-reflection coating, which makes the pictures look good, and I'll take their word for it. One thing they did get right was a metal mount with a weather sealing gasket around the outside, which always makes me happy. Now, by starting the zoom range at 28 instead of 24, Tamron's engineered this lens to be light and small, and it works. Being only 4.6 inches long and less than 3 inches wide, it's a very versatile lens that comes with me everywhere. And they even include a lens hood. Thanks, Tamron. For build quality, I give it 4 stars. When we're talking about value, this thing's going to be really hard to beat. There isn't much to compare it to, except maybe the Sony 24-70 that's an f4, or the 24-70 G Master at an absolutely bat crazy $2,200 American dollars. So coming in at $800 to $900 American dollars, the Tamron is an absolutely amazing value. Oh, and it comes with a 6-year warranty. Needless to say, the Tamron gets 5 stars for value. Five stars for value, so it must perform pretty well then. Yeah, it does. Here's a look at Tamron's fast hybrid autofocus system in action. And although it's not the fastest I've ever seen, it is quick, accurate, and completely silent. Tamron built this lens with Sony users in mind. They engineered it from the ground up, utilizing the newest technology including eye autofocus, direct manual focus, in-camera lens correction, and camera-based firmware updates, all which work flawlessly. It produces beautiful soft bokeh and incredible sharpness in any situation. Paired with my A7 III, I haven't found a situation that it's let me down in, even in super low light conditions. Looking more closely, this lens is incredibly sharp in the middle throughout all apertures, with a little bit of softness wide open in the corners, but as you stop down, you can see it gets nice and sharp as well. Here are the corners at 100%. One thing to note is that this lens is not image stabilized, and I think this was a bit of a gamble on Tamron's part. It might have been a bigger issue a few years ago, but with Sony's in-body image stabilization systems these days, you're still able to handhold great photos at lower shutter speeds. So wrapping up here, there's not a heck of a lot to not like about this lens. It's fantastic value, quality, and performance, and I'd recommend it to pretty much anybody. I give the Tamron 28-75 f2.8 4.5 stars out of 5. And as you know, I also rate things on a scale from definite buy to considered to never think about again. And in this case, this guy is definitely a definite buy. If you're in the market for a fast standard zoom lens that's very reasonable and full of value, you're going to want to pick one of these up. And that's it for this one, so I hope it helped. If it did, consider maybe giving me a like and a subscribe to see future videos and projects. And leave your questions and comments down below. If you are in the market for one of these and would like to pick one up, I do have some affiliate links in the description as well, and it really helps out the channel, so consider doing that. Like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some pictures. See you next time, guys.